everyone, it's me, Joe. I just got through watching the new Star Trek Discovery. Watched both new episodes, both premiere episodes on the CBS online channel, and I gotta say, I'm a little ambivalent about it. I'm a big Star Trek fan. Anybody who knows me knows that I've been watching Star Trek ever since I was about 13 years old, back when Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock and Leonard McCoy were doing their adventures back on the big Magnavox tube TV, cathode tube TV that my mom got me all those years ago. Followed that, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Enterprise, and now this is out. So, I mean, I don't think I missed any of them, but, you know, I've got my favorite episodes, I've got my favorite characters, and of course this introduces a new set of characters that are set before the original Star Trek series of Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock. You've got a young commander named Michael, and she is the adopted daughter of Sarek, and we all know Sarek to be the father of Mr. Spock. Now, she comes across as a little cold, and it makes sense because she was raised around Vulcans, and he was the one that raised her, although she is fully human. Now, we've never heard of her before. Obviously, she was a character that was created just for this series, so, you know, you kind of got to take that into account. The series itself, I'm really not used to what they were trying to, you know, convey in a Star Trek series. Extremely dark. The Klingons look totally different from anything that you and I have ever seen for this last 40 years. They've got exaggerated ridges. They don't look any type of human at all. Of course, they have eyes and a mouth and things like that. Normally, on their own ships, I noticed that they kept them speaking Klingon and kept the subtitles going. I actually like when they did that. I mean, that made a lot of sense to me. I don't see no reason why they would speak our language or anything like that. The special effects in the show itself, I don't know, it seemed kind of weird to me. I know it's a TV show, and of course, like I said, I grew up watching the other series, but this one here seemed almost sci-fi channel-ish. You know, it was, I know that's a weird way to describe it. I want to say almost like a fan film, you know, almost. Yeah, but a little bit better than a fan film. I mean, they had a lot of good moments, a lot of good, excuse my computer here, a lot of good special effect moments, a lot of good, you know, hull breaches when they went to battle. The main character that is focusing on now, like I said, is the captain. I can't think of her last name, but her first name is Michael. I'm not sure why she has a boy's name, but whatever. Some of the things that happened in this show really irritated me, just like in the old series. You know, they have an away team. Of course, it's going to be the captain and first officer. Captain and first officer. They got an entire crew of soldiers and explorers, but it's always the two lead characters that have to go out and do the dirty work, which never makes any sense to me, but I get why they do it. I mean, they got to keep the stars at the forefront of the action. So, yeah, whatever. Excuse me. What do I think of the show overall? I'm gonna finish out the season, obviously, but so far, I mean, it's a pilot, you know. So pilots are always rough around the edges. The actors are getting new to being on set. They're getting new to being in that character. I mean, and from what I've read and what I've heard about Star Trek roles, when they're on those sets all day, it's very grueling. It's not exciting. I mean, there's a lot of pretend. I mean, they really have to act, and they really have to do their best. I mean, they have to have a good imagination in order to get through a lot of the scenes. And you know, if you're not a fan of Star Trek, which I'm pretty sure hardly any of these actors really are, I mean, they probably didn't watch any of the series. Of course, they got this job and they got to do their job, which is bring us to entertainment. In any event, I'm gonna finish watching the series. I don't think this was a particularly strong opening for the series, but it's Star Trek, and I have to say that all of them are like that. None of the pilots of Star Trek, to me, have been particularly strong. Some of them have been really weak. This wasn't weak. I mean, it had a good, you know, battle. You know, I understood what the characters were coming from. I mean, there was good acting. I enjoyed it. Special effects were on point, although they seemed, like I said, a little, what was the word I used earlier? The fan filmish, but you know, better than that. You know, the sound, great. I wasn't a big fan of the musical score though. I didn't too much care for that at all. I mean, I didn't feel like I was watching anything as far as Star Trek. And those uniforms, ugh, I mean, they're gross. I'm not feeling those at all. But whatever. And, you know, like I say, this is what's out right now. If you're a Star Trek fan, you know, you're gonna watch it. I mean, I am. I'm not gonna say that. Well, let me take that back. Some people are diehard Star Trek fans and they don't want to be bothered with anything like this. Totally get it, you know, but I got to give it a chance. You know, I always do, and we'll see where it goes from here. You know, they premiered, they did a preview of future episodes, pretty much the entire season of what they're going to be doing and what, you know, the other storylines they're going to be facing. And just from that, I saw some repeat. It looked like some repeat adventures that the other other series have already dealt with. But, you know, whatever. I don't want to judge that too harshly. All in all, if you're a Star Trek fan, you know, I encourage you to go ahead and, you know, watch it. I know it's something you have to pay for. I get it. It's not a big deal. It's not that much money. And, of course, people are standing by their, you know, guns. I'm not paying for that. And, you know, hey, I get it. It's on you. There's other ways you can watch it. I won't get into all that. Thank you for visiting my channel. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Hit that like button. It really does help me out when you do that. Thank you.